Alright, here we go, buddy. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put both you guys together and I'm going to play you at about 80% or 40% speed. Okay? So what I want you to do when you guys get home is I want you to look at this first section and I want you to compare yourself between those two. Now I'm going to slow it down and let it go frame by frame. Let's stop it. And I'm going to go down to 5%. Okay. And 5%. Now it's going to go really, really slow so the way you guys can see it when you get home. Now what I want you to do for the first couple days, I want you to watch it as you are, watch it with the sound. After 2 or 3 times, I want you to turn the sound off so that way you can hear, you can just watch it without having to hear me talk. Okay, so now let's talk about some basic stuff here. All right, back at your stance. Okay, pretty good. Now watch him how he controls his head. All right, now right here, you're at your balance point. Remember we said we want our balance point. See how your knee is here? All right, and I want our knee to get to our belly button. Okay, now you can see him. He's actually just above his belly button, almost up to his abdomen. Okay, but we want it minimum to be at a belly button. Now he kind of holds his hands kind of high when he gets to his balance point. You can hold your hands low, but what is the big problem here? What do you see right there in your right hand?
The ball.
Yeah, you've already got the ball. You've already broken. Okay, we want at the top of the balance point. We want to have our hands together, much like you see him on the right side of the screen. All right, let's flip to the next one. Now you can see here. Now he swings out with his front foot. What do you do with your front foot? You swing back. Is that good or bad? That's a big time no-no. We never want to swing back with our foot because that's called the negative side of the body. We never want to go to the negative side of the body to do our work. We want to stay to the positive side of the body. And see how I'm going back, and that's behind this back foot. That's not good because now where is that now going to do with this hand? See how this hand? Where do you think that hand is? One, it's already up and it shouldn't be there, but where is that hand? Is that in front of you, directly behind you, or behind your body? It's behind your body. Remember I talked about when we were doing the lesson how we want to stay away from the negative side of the body? And that's a great example. So as you can see here, he's just barely got his hand out of the glove. You've already got your way up, okay? Now, I want to get it up, but when do I want to get it up? I want to get it up about the time that my front foot lands here. Okay, see how his front foot's landing. It's not quite landed yet, but see where his hand's at? Now, see how he's got his front shoulder, front hip, front knee, front toe. Everything is in line with the plate. Where is your front shoulder, front hip, front knee? Where are they all going? They're all going negative, okay? And now this is what we call being rotational. Can you see your glove? All right, you can see this hip's going that way. Can't even see our glove behind us because it's already right behind us. Now where's your head? Remember I talked about controlling our head? All right, so can you see that he's controlling his head? His front side's closed, his front hip, front knee's at his target? Absolutely, okay? Now going to the next frame, okay? Now, you're already open and flying, so basically what we're doing right now is totally pushing the baseball because it's all arm. Because you don't have anything to throw with right now other than your arm. Because your front side, your legs are gone, everything's gone. It's literally push the ball to the plate. And then you can see here, we go from out, from this frame, the previous frame, we go from elbow out to now elbow tucked in. Now you can see how literally you're pushing the baseball. It's like you're using all of your tricep and just pushing it. And there's no wonder your hand's going to be under the baseball because your elbow's in tight. It has no choice. There's no way for your hand to stay on top.
Okay.
That makes sense? Dad, do you guys have any questions?
No, I see it perfectly.
Okay, very good. And
Well,
It's a little bit blurry.
how do we change that?
okay, how we change that? Biggest thing that we want to talk about changing is to start with when we get to a balance point, how his hands are together. We want to keep our hands together at the balance point. The next frame, yeah, the next one is I got to keep this foot in front of him. I do not want him to go behind him. Remember when we talked about the roller coaster goes down and straight out.
Right.
His roller coaster, most people will swing out in front of him, kind of like Maddox is doing here.
Yeah.
He's actually going behind him, and because he's going behind him, his hand is counterbalancing him, going behind him as well.
Gotcha.
Okay, so that's the reason why it's really pushing his hand back because his front foot is going here, and your body's always going equal and opposite. Okay, so if this foot stays in line, we'll probably get that arm to stand more in line as well because it won't counterbalance him as much. When that front foot hits the ground in this frame, we need him to stay closed, meaning keep his front shoulder at the plate longer. Okay, that give you some understanding as to 3 things to work on. Very good.